Good morning, everybody. Cindy here with Pathways Homestead. It is a momentous occasion. We're going to attempt to put Fireball out into the pasture with Freedom. We are going to put him in the catch pen first and see how they go. He's a little bully. He's a bully, so he likes to push around on me, and he's getting too big for me to handle. So we're going to hope this works, really, honestly. Right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of feed in a bucket for Freedom. Just a little bit, not too much. And we're going to take that over to the cattle pens. I think Gary's sticking around to see if he can help me. So we're going to go down here. Freedom is at the fence. I'm going to try to get her, just her in the catch pen. And then we'll get Fireball down here and have them together and see how that goes. She's been taking him without the kickers on. Okay. So, and she's been like going to his pen and checking on him when she can. So we're just gonna kind of see if they will go together. There she is, waiting on me, standing at the fence. Not at the gate, but at the fence. Gary's working in the big garden in the extension back there behind me. We've extended the big garden. We'll have to show you guys that here in a little bit. Quite a bit of this old hog pen tilled up, and he's working on cleaning out and gonna get the rest of it tilled up. And then he's got a good chunk, about a quarter of the big garden tilled up so we can get started planting it. Come on, girl. Come on, Freedom. Come on, Freedom. Come on. Come on, Freedom. Good girl. Good girl. Lots of running back and forth with the camera, but when you're filming by yourself, I may stop off at the little garden and see if I may stop off at the big garden and see if Gary can help me film. Woo. She ain't there. She ain't there. Come on. Woo, he thinks he is upset. So we're gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna get Gary and see if he'll help me with the camera. Yep, you wanna help me with the camera?
Yeah, I thought I heard you say my name. Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I said we're gonna get Gary and see if he'll help me with the camera. He's wild. He's upset that she's not here.
On this episode of If You Want to Be a Rancher, or if so you want to be a homesteader, little wild man.
Hey, Gert.
What can we do here?
Oh, man, just keep filming. Whoa! Get back, Gert. Get back, Gert. Gertrude, go on. Maybe I should let her smell of him too. What you got going on with your eye, Gertrude? Hopefully it's just allergies.
That time of year, the mineral needs to be
Replenished.
doctored.
Are we good shot?
Yep.
Get back. Everybody's coming to look.
Yep. We gotta see what's going on.
It's a rodeo. Get back, Freya.
It's hard to just film and not try to help.
I know. Maybe I should have brought her kickers.
They'll get it figured out. Put feed in front of her, it'll change.
Hey, Frida, put that. Okay, there's your opportunity, Fireball.
Yep, there we go.
That was the trick, putting some feed down in front of Freedom and getting her to take him.
What's going on?
Yeah, the other cows are all coming up. Frosty, our big old baby, look at him. He's like, hey, I want some feed too. He is growing, slowly but surely. I know. Julene?
Wasn't sure she was gonna live.
Talk to the camera, babe.
When I hauled her home from Eureka, she was little and half starved. I wasn't sure she was gonna live.
He about got you.
Yeah.
He
You didn't see me.
Nope, I didn't see you. Still have Alan. Alan's still here.
British bulls have to be named Alan, right? Or Nigel or something
Archibald.
like Archibald. Colin.
Colin, yeah, that would have been a good one. Freedom is driven by her stomach. So you can get her to do anything you want to if you give her enough treats and food.
Golly, that thing's got massive.
Look how big Freeman is. Look at Freeman. He's a big boy. He'll be ready for us to eat this summer. We're going to eat him early, aren't we?
Big old side of beef, aren't you?
Gary's going to slip in and get the halter off. Maybe he'll figure out to come in from behind. He says, wait, I'm not done. There we go.
Oh, hey, there's a pretty lady in the camera.
So this experiment with our lambs and with Fireball and seeing how well the animals have grown out on the raw milk has sold us. Even though with the lambs we were milking them and then putting that milk in a bottle and feeding it to them, they grew just like lambs that were on their mamas. And Fireball has grown just like he was on his mama, even though
he only got to feed twice a day, and he's done better than bottle calves that got bottle fed 3 times a day. So
yep. So we're sold. We're sold on raw milk.
And there's other things personally we've found too.
Yes, I can handle a little more milk now than I could before, and I think our raw milk. I know our raw milk has been the difference.
I'm skeptical about a lot of food claims either way, but the granola food claims, I guess I'm going to call them. Sometimes I just don't buy some of that, but the more we've spent with raw milk, I'm convinced raw milk is better for us and does things that whole milk doesn't do, and we're missing something when we're not using raw milk.
We're not doctors, but that's our own personal experience.
Yeah. I will say you've got to be more careful with raw milk. There's not that safety guard of we've killed all the bacteria, and I think that's the deal. They killed all the bacteria.
They have, good and bad.
Yeah.
Good and bad. She got eating too much and got a cough now. Look at him kicking it up. I'm gonna show you this calf running around here. He's gonna quit running now. Well, that did not go as successfully as I would have liked for it to have gone. Gary and I ended up having to go and catch Fireball, which he was more than happy for us to catch him because the other cows had tried to ride on him. They jump on each other. They just do it. It's part of their camaraderie and kind of how they get their pecking order, you know, like hens discover who's the boss. And he's just too little for that. He's okay. He did scratch one of his legs up a little bit when he fell down, but he's okay. So we're going to keep him in the corral. I'm going to go get him a bucket of water. We'll keep him in the corral today and see if they get a little more used to him. We'll bring Freedom back in here in a little while to nurse him again, give her just a little bit of feed each time, and maybe that'll help things out. But I'm gonna go get him some hay and a little bit of water, and that way he's not in here without water and without food. But Freedom, look at her. She's up here close to him. We'll see. I bet she hangs out up here all day. We'll see.